GM, this is Seb's Daily Debrief. So, first up, we have the main Solana mobile Discord hacked. Be safe out there. This applies to anyone in the space, of course. Just be very, very vigilant. However, in my opinion, at this stage of the game, no one that's big should be getting breached. There's too many resources on how to set it up safely with two-factor authentication and things like that, and limiting admin access. So this is quite embarrassing for the Solana mobile team, to be honest. However, at the same time, you just have to be super, super vigilant. I mean, I know that Aurora has been hacked twice, if not 3 times, and I'm just unsure why people are making these mistakes still, to be perfectly honest. But regardless, just be safe out there. Next, we have Dog with Coin, which I have nothing of. In fact, I think I recall saying I don't think this is going to do well. This is now on Binance with 50x leverage. Meow from Dupe has put out a post on why 10x. So 10x is kind of the number thrown around when revenue sharing could come and be given back to the token holders. And the reason why 10x, well, it's all listed here. So the 10x goal is good because in order for us to reach this goal, we will need to continue being the best product in DeFi, massively bring the masses into the meta, and build very strong, unique value on Solana. Personally, if they just have a decent launch pad that can launch new tokens and products and dApps and stuff on Solana as kind of like a fundraiser in a sense, if they can do that legally and, navigate all that kind of difficulty, then they'll 10x right there. That, at least for the bull market, they'll 10x. And then if they continue that launchpad on, they will do fine. Like Rayadium had a lot of traction in the last cycle because of this launchpad, and then they just stopped. So maybe the Rayadium token becomes valuable again. I don't know. I had quite a bit of it, and it was a mega loss for me. However, there's a lot of room to be disrupted. So 10x, this is actually very, very easy. 10x on the perps is far harder because there are better products out there. But for DCA and for a launchpad, which I'd have to build, and therefore there'd already be better launchpads out there, but for that sort of aspect, that would be able to 10x very, very easily. As always, Dupe is my favorite dApp, and I've covered it for years. So I agree with this 10x goal, and I look forward to it being achieved. Star Atlas has a target of 1,000 concurrent players in a single lobby as a stress test. So if you want to play the game, jump in, get it on Epic Games, and go from there. Drip, you have to log in and claim droplets. Otherwise, you are not receiving drops. So that's unfortunately an issue that I have. I haven't logged in for a while, so you must claim those there. I'll put a code below if you need a new code because it's probably stopped working. Remember, just have like a dedicated wallet, just set up for like either NFTs or drips, and then just log in every couple of days or daily if you can. Grab those droplets and go from there. I'll cover droplets more in full another day, but I'll probably end up buying some because I think it will be good for creators and potentially good for me. Rayadium Protocol has flipped Aave and PancakeSwap and earned more fees in the last 24 hours. This isn't bullish or bearish, it's just it is what it is. This is essentially due to the fact that almost all meme coins run through Rayadium. In the future, I hope they don't in many ways because they get botted early on and then, there's no bot protection. Or if there is a liquidity pool on Rayadium, fine, but first they need some sort of bot protection. So good work. However, I'm not excited for Rayadium because they have not put any value into the token, which is really, something that they should be doing. The Heist, the 7th and final district of Primate Island, is here. So you have just over 1 day to get in here and try and get yourself some land. My suggestion is, not financial advice, but if a bit of land here costs less than 2 to 2.5 Sol, I would go and get some skin in the game. I think this game is going to pop. It's just doing everything right. It just needs more eyes to see it, and then it will dominate the timeline again. People have been asking me for a guide on staking PYTH. This is because of many reasons. One of them being the fact that it may entitle you to other airdrops. So I'll see if I can get this done today. In the meantime, if you want to go and read the blog post, you're welcome to do so. Essentially, it's a governance token. So I'll just show you how to do it safely, but this is very easy. You don't really need me to do it, but I'll do it just to help you out. Franklin Templeton. Now this is the official account for US investors, and follow us for global investment perspective. So this is a very, very important thing. So with regards to Solana, this is what they see. DePIN, decentralized infrastructure, something I've been excited for, but I've missed the boat on all the tokens just doing crazy things. DeFi, meme coins, NFT, innovation, and Firedancer. Firedancer is a validator client, hopefully coming the end of this year, which will work towards 1 million transactions per second. Solana is supposed to be able to do about 50,000 transactions per second. It can't, which is fine. It still does a lot. However, the network's being used really, really decently now, that if you want to get a transaction through faster, you do need to turn on priority fees and pay a little bit more. We're still talking a tiny amount compared to every other network out there, but just keep that in mind. Nevertheless, when you see Franklin Templeton put out a tweet like this is very bullish. And I think you're going to see a lot of activity with other coins, other layer 1 coins that are good Solana alternatives. So I'll do a little bit of research into that, and then I'll cover those, because although I'm into Solana, if there's another coin or token or project that's going to do well, then, you know, we want to have some bags in those tokens as well. Next, we have Neon. If you're a developer on an EVM and you want to think about coming across to Solana via Neon, then check out this here. I need to try and connect with the Neon team. I'm not a dev in any way, but just to see if there's anything that I can do to help make this more of a reality. Because to be honest, if these projects come across like Aave, maybe Curve, other, you know, top DeFi dApps like that, then that will bring in a huge amount of liquidity and quite a bit of safety. Drift Protocol is introducing one-click market-making vaults. So this enables anyone to tap into advanced market-making strategies effortlessly. Exactly if this is profitable, I have no idea, because the issue with market-making is quite often they run at a loss. So a centralized exchange will pay someone to market make, and then they will, you know, break even. And they do it with enough volume, and, you know, they do well. Nevertheless, Circuit has achieved outstanding APYs with its current strategies. So jump into these vaults, and maybe these do quite well. Squads is a multi-sig wallet, which I need to do more research on and follow and give you some demonstrations of. But this is a fantastic thing for you to try as well. As an example, if you have a ledger for some things, which I recommend, hot wallet for other things, you can also have the third option of a multi-sig. And you could have a different set of keys, and you could control all of them, but just on different devices. And you need to basically approve one transaction, say on this computer, one on your phone, and one on your wife's laptop or whatever, in order for a transaction to go ahead. So it means if you're out somewhere and, you know, there's some risk to your security, you can't actually send something unless you've got everything going there. Other than that, this is what you'd use in a team situation. When you're in a team and you don't want, you know, a dev or someone on the team to have complete access to everything. And that's, of course, a very smart idea. This is the final day for Gaming Big Brain's project, the Big Brain League, where you can go and get yourself a ticket. So it's less than 7 hours, 1 sol, 4 sol, or 10 sol. And you need to pick a community, and the community that gets the most does very well. It looks as though photo finishes, that's where everything is going. I covered this the other day. I would suggest at least one of these at 1 sol. You cannot sell these, so it's not a case of floor price goes up. It's a case of support something, little wee airdrops, you know, expected airdrops come, the community grows, maybe those things are worth something. And in between just geeking out on crypto, you've got like a gaming community that you can be a part of. Today, later tonight, 9 p.m. UTC time, 5 sol, Perps does their mint on Tensor. Here's the alpha. I don't have whitelist, and I'm not going to mint one most likely. However, it does give you some decent kind of rewards, especially with regards to using, as far as I'm aware, the airdrop finder. Z, in my opinion, Z, you should be pinging me details so I can cover this a little bit easier. But Z created the airdrops finder, and I'm pretty sure you would then get free access to put as many wallets in there as you want, as opposed to it's like a 0.2 sol fee per month. Maybe it says it here. Free access to SolWorks tools, yeah. And on their Perp decks, there's a fee discount and stake for a points multiplier. So you know what, maybe I will get one. It would be handy to have, to be perfectly honest. But I don't have whitelists, so I'll just have to go public. Maybe this will go under floor price, because 5 sols, $500, pretty decent right now. We have some new art here from Mono, Russell Crowe. If you don't know who Russell Crowe is, he's an actor. And well, this is not Russell Crowe, this is just a cool name. And he is cool, and he does really well with head traits. So I'm really impressed by this. This is so cool. This is cooler, in my opinion, than Robert the Frog. So it's always good to see Mono push out some new art, because I do think the Degeniverse has so much potential. And then the Cyberfrogs and Saga airdrop is incoming. I don't know what this is. Ooh, I better follow these guys. However, January 20th, check your wallets. You'll see what's in here. I have done a video on how to use Thor, which is Cyberfrogs' product. So go and watch that if you like. It's basically you put in money and then it buys and sells Sol at different prices with the goal to accumulate more Sol or to accumulate more value for you. So I do dig Thor, and Cyberfrogs, the actual NFT collection, I have nothing to do with. I don't own any. I think they're around 10, 15 Sol, but they had like a staking window, and now that staking window, you can't stake. You can still get one to access other parts of Thor, or what they call TAP now. But long story short, I'm not interested in that, but I do think Tor V3 Auto is cool. And that's all for today. Stay curious. We'll catch you in the next video.